Hey boys, welcome back to some more Spin Bowling career mode, and as you see, we have made it. Well, we've decided to play in England, some county cricket here, and we've chosen Essex, who you know, I was tossing and turning. I didn't have a look at like the squads for the teams, but it turned out we chose a pretty good side. I feel. Couple of big names. Mohamed Amir is playing, Alistair Cook. Rest of them, not too sure, I guess. Michael Klinger, Bancroft on the other team. So we're gonna see a mixture of some internationals going over to England here, and a few big name England players and such like that. I'm not entirely sure if the teams are like completely done. I did re-download them all. They're the right kits and everything. So probably, you know, the majority of them are fairly well done. Like, they've got the big name players, but maybe they're not completely done. It's right here. The fucking this little bug has been happening a little bit lately. When I go to simulate it, it stays, that little box there stays on the screen, so I have to close the game and reopen it. It doesn't like break the game or anything, but it is rather frustrating having to like close and reopening, but it's not a big deal. It's just a bit annoying. But yeah, we're coming in here with a great start, 2 for 31. Bancroft and Dent are the batsmen in at the moment. Bancroft is playing nicely, but the pressure is well and truly on. So I mean, we've been tearing it up in Australia in the first class arena, and getting a chance to prove ourselves in different conditions here over in England. So it's a good little challenge. Definitely was pretty excited to actually, you know, a bit of a change up. I'm probably not going to play or upload all of the county first class matches, the 5-day games. I think are they 5-day or 4-day? Actually, I can't even remember honestly. But I'm not going to upload all of those. I'll probably do like 2 or 3, depending, because you know it's similar to the first class in Australia, and I think they're more, you know, they're probably more interesting for most people anyway. And I you know, that's sort of the way it is right there. Oh man, our player in close, he backed away a little bit. I think that was a little inside edge. I look at the I had to see who the fielder was, just to sort of give him the stare there, because he sort of had his head down, sort of been looking at the ball. That's what he's in there for, but gets away with it, Dent. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna, you know, only upload a couple, and then I think the T20s are after this, so that'll be exciting, and hopefully we get selected for the England T20 T20 Blast. Is that what they call it? I'm not too sure. It's not massive in England at the moment, but you can imagine, like, obviously the big bashes, we're gonna pick up our first wicket there, and we are just ripping through the team here. So it's a bit of a collapse already. The pitch, it looks a bit dry, a bit, you know, crumbly already. It's obviously very early on. Not so much. I mean, maybe there's a bit of grass, but it is getting a good bit of spin, and probably seamed around a bit with the new ball. So we're causing them all sorts of troubles. And yeah, like I said at the start, a couple of our big names. The one big name bowler, Mohamed Amir, obviously a very, very quality bowler. So that's good to see. But unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, you know, we were sort of saved a little bit. We didn't have to bowl too many. As we come out with a 43 average, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll look at our figures. They got 192. Mohamed Amir picked up quite a few wickets, 4 wickets. We got 1 wicket, only bowled the 6 overs, which, you know, I was pretty happy with. A bit of a spell, I guess, not having to slog it down the field for like 30 overs, which we were doing in the first class arena. And yeah, getting a chance to have a good batter here, and that is a nice ball to get first up. A nice full toss on a round middle stump. We just work it away to that vacant square leg boundary. So starting off nicely. So yeah, they got a, holy god, I could have, oh man, that was a big full toss. I could have probably hit that anyway. It was so juicy. It was just flooded up. Obviously stuck in hand a little bit. Well, not stuck in the hand actually. Let it go way too early. But yeah, we sort of tried the reverse sweep, which is, you know, probably should have just blasted it down the ground, but you know, don't want to get out to a ball like that at the same time as we move on to 7 here. And yeah, like I think I was going to say, they got 192, which we're almost at already. So this is a good chance to really pile on a good first innings lead and just bowl the victory, really. I mean, the way we bowled in the first innings, you know, not so much ourselves. We got the 1 wicket, but obviously the pace bowlers did the damage up front. So hopefully we can get a repeat of that. Yeah, it's good to play in different conditions against different opposition. And I guess the other thing is to mention, this is obviously during, you know, the first class and the Australian off season. So after we finish with this, we'll be back in Australia. Hopefully we can get back into like a Big Bash team and, you know, potentially push for like maybe a lower form Australian jumper. But honestly, like our shorter form hasn't been great. I mean, the batting has been okay, but the bowling has been a lot tougher in the shorter formats. Like we get head around a fair bit, so maybe that's not exactly what's going to happen. But we continue on here, 20 off 12. Brown up the other end is going nicely, 28. So a good little partnership here. We're just trying to work it around, get it up to that lead, and then not play super expansive, but looks up the ante maybe slightly. I mean, we probably don't really need to. We're already going at around 180 or so, or a bit less. Is big full toss there. Don't put it away. We almost ran our teammate out there, but he does make it home safely, thankfully. As Payne, the left armer, comes in here and pretty quick. Well, 126. It looked a little quicker. Traveling down there. And we're in the only 31st over, so the run rate is very good at the moment. It's a short ball here, we pull it away, but unfortunately straight to the fielder. Just a little early on the shot there. The pull shot, I do always go for those. They are my favourite shot to play, but yeah, it can be the risk reward factor, and this time it does cause us to get out. Just a little. You know, it didn't really get up as high. I've hit it pretty well. I just didn't really get under it. I didn't hit it down, so it's just sort of in no man's land. Very unfortunate. So that is going to wrap it up for the part 1 here. A little bit shorter, but I do still like splitting the innings up here. So hopefully, you guys are enjoying the series. A bit of a new format, I guess, here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.